how to get rich faster. And we want to compare two areas. Is it betting or is it real estate? Let me talk about investment. Investment is basically putting some money somewhere in a venture with the name of getting value. This value comes as a result of appreciation. You put some amount X, you get X plus 5. In good investment, maybe you get 2X. You double your money or increase it by 1.5 times. In real estate, people have doubled, tripled, and some have gotten 1,000% increment in terms of their properties, and they can be able to see them. What is betting? Betting is basically an action of gambling, placing all your bets in a place or in a game, or basically in an unpredictable event. Let me give you some stories from the news. There's a man who committed suicide after losing 15 million in a Nairobi casino. There's another man in Eldoret. He's a young man who hung himself after losing a bet of 45,000. It was in the news. What happens with betting? You win. One person at the expense of so many millions. Assuming it's 5 million of people who bet in Kenya every day. Only one person wins, or maybe less than 5, and they win so much money and they fool you to believing you can also win the same. Imagine your odds is 1 out of a million. Basically, your stakes are so low that you lose every time. And that's how people get stressed. Let's talk about real estate investment for a moment. In the year 2009, real estate contributed 675 billion to the GDP, which is quite significant. This huge impact, of course, affects our population and also creates employment for our own people. Let me compare betting and real estate. The decision is yours. In terms of benefit, for betting is one person out of a million people, or even 5 million people, or 10 million, who will win 200 million, which has been contributed by the 5 million people. In real estate, how many millionaires, how many people have gotten rich and wealthy by just Thika Road when it was built by the Kibaki government that time? All those people who stay there, some people who had a plot there that went up by like 5 times. In Gong Road, in Mombasa Road, in Kagudo Road, where we have properties, how many people will get rich? And it is assured, you put money and you see the results. As a measure of wealth, it's so hard to measure betting. If you bet for 5 years, you come out with nothing. I told you, you're 1 in a million, maybe you get very poor. For real estate, if you invest for the next 5 years, truly, hata kama unalipa kidogo kidogo for many years, you will be able to see your riches come true. So you need patience, hard work, which most people are afraid to put in. You have to be the few people who can be able to do that. There's no competition up there. Competition where hard work is concerned, competition where consistency and patience is concerned. That's where you can be able to flourish. Is it sustainable? Betting is not sustainable, my friend. Every money you get, you put in there. You're expecting to win against a million people, and you keep losing every time. The end result, that's why you have so bad news of people who commit suicide, people who do all manner of things. There are stories about people who bet money meant for their families' school fees, families' unga. It is so sad out there. Is it sustainable when you invest in real estate? Of course it is. And there are so many people who have built their own homes and they are very happy. What kind of achievement, happiness can you get if you build a home for your family, which you can start very slowly by investing in very affordable properties like that we are offering, like in companies like Username and other people out there? What kind of peace of mind do you get when you have a home for your family and your money is growing? You also develop something inside yourself to learn how things work in a proper world. You also have proof of investment. That's why we give title deeds. You can take collateral when you have real estate. What do you get when you bet? Especially when you lose 99% of the time. You get nothing. There's no proof. When you have a title deed, you can build your own home. You can take collateral. There are those with the pieces of land they can do farming and modern farming for that matter. Lastly is about character. What you develop when you work hard, when you know how to invest, you do research, you go for trainings, you interact with people who can teach you about investment. You are watching this video. There are so many things you develop in terms of character. So if you compare to do any day, I'll tell you to go to real estate. You'll learn how to develop patience. I know it will take more time, but life is about fulfillment. It's not about one night happiness. It's not about instant things. It is about fulfillment. You get them through a process. So how do you get rich faster? Basically through real estate. Just take your time. Even if it take you 3, 4, 5 years, I believe this will get you to the right place. So join us in the real estate movement. Invest, start small where you can be able to. Thank you so much. Please subscribe to our YouTube channel down there, comment down there, tell people about this. And surely, I believe you'll be able to get rich faster and be successful.